So my title, yes, is Dean for Community Diversity, and I've been here at Agnes Scott for 10 years. I must say that I love this event for a number of reasons, but most importantly because for me, poetry heals my soul and heals all the broken pieces of my soul, and right now my heart is incredibly broken. So it's really inspiring to be here with you all. I'm also really inspired by the diverse, beautiful students who've spoken today, your stories, your richness, all the things that you shared. In memory of the countless activists who have fought individually and collectively for our liberation, I want to read two poems from the Harlem Renaissance. I want to definitely thank Professor Kijua and the English department for dedicating today to racial justice and recognizing that Black lives matter. But I also want to recognize that we need to continue to speak up against Islamophobia. We need to recognize that trans women of color are being murdered consistently. We need to stand up for indigenous folks right now who are protesting. So there are multiple fights and multiple struggles. One website describes the Harlem Renaissance in the early 20th century in this way. It is a time when African American poets, musicians, actors, artists, and intellectuals moved to Harlem in New York City and brought new ideas that shifted the culture forever. From approximately 1918 to the mid-1930s, talent began to overflow within the Black community in the Harlem Renaissance, although it had always existed, obviously. I dedicate these poems today to the families of Terrence Crutcher and Keith Lamont Scott, two unarmed Black men killed this week by people who fear us. The first poem, If We Must Die, by Claude McKay. Claude McKay was a poet who lived from 1889 to 1948. If we must die, let it not be like hogs hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed light. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men, we'll face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. The second poem I'll read is I Too. It was written by Langston Hughes, who was a poet who lived from 1902 to 1967. He wrote some incredible poetry books that I'm sure many of you are familiar with, but also his own story is an incredible one. And this week, the New York Times published a full-blown ad with this poem. Again, it's called I Too. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen. Then, besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America. Thank you.